Hello and welcome everyone into the final day of the Halloween event entirely. And we're starting off with a 631 Shinies team, maybe a shiny from a raid. Today I just want to get as many kilometers under the belt as I can do for level 76, as well as doing as many grunts as we can do, and of course shiny chasing. And we should really be able to tick off the 200 Pokemon caught in a single day. Is it not a cup of tea shiny? In fact, 630. My bad. Pretty dead, but it is a phony once again, and that completes the Spiritomb. That's still not shiny. Quest grind, teddy bear grind, and also Shadow Latios is now here in the raid. So there's one over there. I think we've just had an invite to one as well. And before the Halloween event does indeed finish, we're going to Dex a counterfeit Poltergeist. So this is actually the best one I've ever had. It's a 96%er. Let me know how your chase for this Pokemon has been going, because I feel like it's kind of taken a back seat since part one, really. The costume shinies and everything like that has very much been the focus, but it's really good to welcome in a brand new evolution into the Dex of Shinies chat. Not going to convince me to go and get a matcha latte, but you know, it's really nice to have it there, right next to Poltergeist. This is one of the best ways of getting yourself a purified Hundo, and I think that's pretty flat. It's 2178 for the Hundo on Latios, or 2730 something, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that weather boost. Oh, sod it, let's put a lucky egg down so we don't get the notification anymore. I do wish they'd remove that, to be honest, or allow you to toggle it off, because it is immensely irritating if you've got more than XP than you ever need. Third raid for this one is not the Shadow Shiny, unfortunately. Right, let's go and get that Drift Blimp done, and oh, maybe we'll get a catch, actually. 2646, yeah, 2-star. Getting that Drift Blimp done. 1692 is actually not that bad. We know that 1701, thanks to Marta's check in the Gdansk airport, is actually the Hundo. 2026 Halloween, what's it going to bring in? It's not shiny, unfortunately, but it's something to keep chasing. One more Shadow Latios, and then quests and daily incense, because I haven't seen a G-Bird in what feels like forever. Quickly popped in a remote thanks to JR the Boss and the Patron Squad, and 2094 is just apocalyptically awful, but maybe it could be a beautiful turquoise torpedo. Nice to see you can easily trio it, actually. You could probably duo it if you have the right counters and the right purified gem count and everything like that. Let's see. It is not a shiny. I guess into the stack of transfer things you go. Managed to pick up 3 Evolve 3, so we're still on the hunt for a second Noibat, because no matter how many we check since that first one, we cannot get another. That is dangerously close to a Hundo, and no, it was a triple Noibat and no joy, and that's the numbers the wrong way round. And actually tomorrow is the introduction of Dynamax Inkay with a Max Monday, so I do think we'll venture out for that one, because, well, there's nothing else going on in the game. Turquoise torpedo coming in, is it? Let's find out. 2673, good squad of peeps. Thanks for remoting in, and it ain't the Shadow Shiny. 2670, okay. We've actually managed to find a triple Spiritomb check, with 3 Gengars being the ones that we raided. So let's see, will we get the blue one? I haven't had a shiny Spiritomb since Sinnoh, I think it was, actually. Long time ago, no shiny there, and 884 is very close to that. 888 Hundo, no shiny, crushingly disappointing. I had literally uttered the phrase a few moments ago that I haven't seen a Galarian Bird from my daily incense in probably the best part of 2-3 weeks, it feels like.
2872?
Yeah.
It's a possible Hundo.
Oh, it's a 5% chance.
5% chance, but
That's like getting a shiny legendary from a raid percentage. And I do have 2 Master Balls. That's the first time I've seen a Galarian Bird with a CP that corresponds to that chart. So we will Master Ball it.
Are you?
I'm going to Master Ball it.
It's a Hundo.
If it's going to be a Galarian Articuno Hundo, we do have 2 shiny luckies that are both 91%ers from Brandon and from Christian. Still have 1 Master Ball left. It's likely not to be, but 5% chance of that happening.
No.
It was going up. Oh my god, watch out for the slipperiness. Oh well, we got ourselves a Galarian Articuno for the day. But another thing, you may remember yesterday's video, did a lucky trade using the lucky trinket with Marta, and then we just did a Poltergeist raid together and went lucky friends. So back-to-back days. That, oh, it's a 666er for Halloween. Yes, no chance of this one being a Hundo. I had to click it. I don't know how long it had been on there because I was evolving something, but that Galarian Zapdos is in exactly the same place that the Articuno was. I mean, identical spawn point, but there's no chance of it being a Hundo, and it's not shiny, so let's give it The ball, it's out after 2 rolls, and see you later. First time I've had a G-Bird spawn in identical spots, just there by the bandstand. Again, daily incense spawn. I don't want to break it, but we've got ourselves, I think, our 7th shiny Teddiursa with the hat of 984 CP off daily incense. So we've had 2 G-Birds today, Sunday, just good for daily incense. Tempting to lucky swap the bears, to be honest. Nice 0-star action, 5,006 checks for that one. Is there anything waiting for us? A Pelipper. It's a bit of a come down. It's the wrong bird. Thanks, Alison Becker. We just used our final remote of the day trying for the turquoise torpedo, and it's 2642. So it's pretty bad. Will it be? No. So we've got to keep pushing on that one. 2641. It's listed that this is only available during the course of the weekends, but we know that Latias was actually available during the course of regular weekdays as well during the course of October. May not be as exclusive as your first thing. I literally just hatched this before I clicked the remote button. Shiny Mime Jr. from a random 5k. If anybody needs it from a trade when we go back to LA, you're more than welcome. With the winter sun starting to go down there, we've got a couple more quest checks for some Teddies and some Noibats. Noibat, oh, that is actually a Noibat. He's going to hold out. I have a feeling we're going to have to trade for our second one, but that's how it goes sometimes. Let's spin a few of these stops and also get some more grunt action done, because we've done some okay progress. I mean, there's not actually many around as expected. A big thanks, as always, to every single person who's listed here on the part of the Patreon squad. You guys, we always say, but we really do mean it, make a huge impact in being able to do what we can here on the channel in terms of the content, the coverage, the grind, the travel, and everything else that goes up on here and across socials for PoGoMiloUK. Thank you very much to each and every one of you for your strong dedication and support through that platform. Appreciate you guys. That's a rather nice page for Daily Adventure Incense, 1 Galarian Articuno Master Ball, and the shiny Teddiursa. Obviously, the Zapdos ran away, which is a bit of a shame, but it wasn't going to be a potential 100%er on that one. What I want to do now to conclude is evolve a few things. We've actually picked up 2 Hundo Teddiursas. This one is our first one that came from a random field research task the day we got back from Poland, I believe, is get this thing fully evolved through the evolution line. Ursaluna itself is actually quite a good Pokemon. Very usable, great that it gets a costume and it keeps it through its evolution line. It's just a thing of having the collection, really. Ursaring with the witch hat on it. It's a very nice looking Pokemon, and unfortunately we can only evolve it during the course of a full moon, so that's going to have to wait. But I would also like to do this, which is actually a Hundo Noibat from today, and God knows where it came from. 285 is the research Hundo, but it's not from field research. It's caught in the wild, so maybe it was a incense or daily incense thing or something along those lines. Let's get that evolved finally. Of course, let me know in the comments below how the Halloween event in total, now that it's concluded, has treated you. Have you got your shinies, your hundos, your luckies, your costumes, everything else in between, the Sinistea, the Poltergeist, and everything? You can barely tell it's got a costume on that one, to be honest. I will say that the Halloween event for us has produced a lot of good shinies, and you can see there's a lot of bears being featured. So honestly, the Sinisteas and everything like that came through really nicely. Of course, we evolved the Poltergeist right at the beginning of the video. Didn't really raid too much for it, and I'm just going to say this. Next week on the Incensed podcast, we will be talking about the Halloween event in general. Check out 247. I wasn't on it, I was away obviously, but Ian and Mark had the wonderful Alexa stand-in, so definitely go and drop it a download. Any podcast platform is a good one. And it's worth saying that keep your eye on the Incensed podcast, because we're going to live stream next week's show 248 publicly. It's going to be out there in public, so definitely go and check out the Incense Podcast YouTube channel, because we'll be live streaming it on there. I think Tuesday night about 8:30 p.m. UK time. What is it? It's GMT these days. I think our first shiny Teddiursa is actually our best one that we've got. 89% or something like that. So I will hit the evolve button on it and turn it into Ursaring. Those two things are really good shinies. Ursaluna is a little bit It doesn't keep its glorious, vibrant green bear. That looks fantastic, honestly. Really, really cool costume. Fantastic to have that added in. Definitely going to be plonking that in some gyms. So we've done the lucky trade with Marta. I got my second shiny Noibat from her, because she got way more than me. I've just not been able to get the Noibat second time round, unfortunately. And she wanted the shiny Zekrom try for the good old Schlundo. It didn't pan out perfect for either of us, but you know what else do lucky trades really do, to be honest? It ticks off the thing. We've got the lucky shiny Noibat now. That's the one that's going to stay as a Noibat, because the one we got from a quest in Gdansk is actually potentially a silver bottle cap job, 15, 12, 15. So that is the one that we're going to now evolve and get the shiny Noivern costume added to the whole collection that we just evolved right now. Not that we're going to be able to see the costume on it. Actually, on the shiny, you can tell that the costume is there. That's much, much better. Have I really never evolved a shiny Noivern? Oh my god. I never evolved it from the com day. That was my Dex shiny Noivern was the costume. That's actually hysterical. And now we have 3 final quest checks. Let's go and see if we can snipe in a 280. Damn you, so close. Any joy. It's another Noibat 267, unfortunately. And the final quest is another Noibat of 276. So storage is full, been transferring as we went, caught thousands of Pokemon, definitely, and I've really enjoyed this whole event. So if you like what you see here on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and stick around because there's still some good bits and pieces coming out. We'll be back out for, I think, a bit of an Inkay grind tomorrow. Maybe we'll get chatting about some other bits and pieces going on in the game. And we have the Enchanted Hollow kicking off on Tuesday. We'll be covering that right here on the channel. And of course, you can check out some of the videos available on the channel right here on your screen. Highly recommend having a little look-see at that one. But I will say, until the next time, peeps, do take care.